Alrighty. So welcome back to Beach Guys Fitness. And here down in the basement I have brought in my second curl bar. So I got one with two 25s on it. And this one's got 25s and 5s. I think at one time I had like 3 10s on each side. And this is just so I can go to heavier weights and I don't have to sit there and keep moving around. So what I'll do is I'll warm up with the 30 pounders and do me some hammers. Can't touch this. Hammer time. Alrighty. So that gets me warmed up with the 30s. Then I'll switch over to those and kind of keep moving. I got my bench pad from UPR Tech. They donated that to me, which I appreciate, and I like the pad. Keeps me comfortable. So, social media update. Got some good comments on my, is it ego lifting or just insecurity post. Some really good ones. One guy really deep dived into it. So if you look at my Facebook, he left about, say, 5 or 6 paragraphs, which I think is a good read. And I may just copy and paste it and post it on both Facebook and on YouTube. But he pretty much hit it, nailed it pretty good on what was the real issues with the people that are going, oh, it's ego lifting. You had another one, oh, did it help your ego and make you feel better about yourself and impress your friends? Like, yeah, it did, thanks. Yeah, it sure did. You know, because you should do things to help your ego. You should do things to, you know, not only impress friends, but impress yourself. You should do things to make you feel better. I mean, that seemed kind of a, I don't know, stupid comment. I had another one, because he doesn't realize that us in the powerlifting circle kind of know each other. He goes, well, I know a guy your age that's bench 605. I said, I know him too. You know, Cole Carter, strong individual. Works out down in Springfield, Missouri. I hope to work out with him next time I'm in Missouri if I can link it up, you know. I said, yeah, he's a fantastic bencher, extremely strong man. I guess that wasn't the response they were expecting. You know, most of us know each other, so when you're trying to make me feel bad because there's somebody out there that benches more than me, I know there's people out there that bench more than me. And what I bench has nothing to do with what you bench. So when you think it's like it's a personal attack on you, it's not. It's just I'm showing people what's possible if you keep at it. I'm trying to kill that narrative is, oh, I'm 40, I'm an old guy, I got to stop lifting. That's really when I turned it up. That's basically when I went from lots of exercises and high reps to heavier weights. It was pretty much when I turned 39. Not saying this is something you have to do, but don't think you're going to come at me and shame me because, you know, I've been doing it for 20 years. Pretty much I'm happy with doing it. All right, and then, well, you know, you're flabby. I said, okay, I'm either flabby or I'm on steroids. Make up your mind. Okay? I know I have some extra weight. Always have. All right, but I don't lift to look like Mr. Universe, and those that you do, more power to you, because that takes a lot of work. It surely does. But, you know, folks, I'm not going to go on gear to look that way. Although someday I may go on some sort of, you know, testosterone, you know, drugs, TRT or whatever the hell they call it. Because I understand my motivation and my energy levels is not what it used to be. And I try to control it up here and just force myself to work out. Instead of using a drug, but, you know, that might change. So here's 50 on the bar. Bar's probably 10, maybe 15. So 60 or 65 at the most. Like I said, have multiple bars. Allows me to go to another set. I have lots of extra weights. You got lots of 25s. You got a whole bunch of 35s that I haven't used yet. So it's like, I'll bring the trap bar in next. So I'm probably gonna move that over, which I think I can. Might have to toss some stuff there to kind of clear that. And I'll use my trap bar there for shrugs and deadlifts. And what I'll do is I'll load them up with the 35s, which will bring it down lower. For you know, to get down a little bit deeper, because the trap bar does sit higher than a regular straight bar. I've been looking at Marketplace, kind of seeing, you know, that I want to pick up some extra bars. I see some that are decent price, but they're too far away. I've done some offers on things where, you know, they wanted so much for the weights, I gave them a counter offer. And so far they refused, which they're right, no big deal there. So on here, this one's 10 pounds more than that. And I had my boy bring it in from the field from me. Used to have these outside. And I got a lot of dumbbells to bring in from outside. So I'm going to bring most of those weights in there. I'm going to leave the 1-inch weights out there. But the Olympic weights sets, I'm going to bring those all in here. So I've got a couple more weights to bring in and make a little bit more room for everything. And just trying to get a certain schedule, as Michael says. You know, say, well, you know, make it this time, going to be this time. Well, what I'm doing is I'm trying to make sure I get the rest part down with not too much, but, you know, I got my, I would say a good solid 6 hours sleep. I'm getting up a few times, you know, Mother Nature calls, but it's better. But, you know, I used to do like a delivery in the morning, then come in, and I'm just coming home. You know, the sleep is more important than the extra income sometimes. Weekends, really concentrating on just getting relaxed and rested and having fun with the wife, but I need to get that a little bit more structured. And I mean, structures help. So right now it's, they say I'm coming down here at about an hour before I have to leave for work and get my workout in. So I did one with the dumbbells. Those are 30 pounders. I got heavier ones here. I'm sure to have the pair down here too. And then we'll call that 65, and this is going to be 10 pounds more, so this is going to be 75. You know, here I'm doing sets of 10. My sets used to be sets of 15, and many sets of them. So I think here's my 40s. Yep. I think this is a 40 also. Here we go. So I get my 40 set up here. And what I'm going to do is just kind of, that'll get lined up for the curls. I am going to want to utilize that for shoulder presses, which I think I'm going to do with dumbbells. When I bring the heavier ones in here, I've got 60s, 70s, and 80s outside. So those got to be brought in. Then of course I get the bench. And we'll start using it also for squats. So all this stuff, trying to keep myself motivated. I do have a meet coming that I want to do December 6th. It's not necessarily that I do it. I've already qualified for the Arnold's. I'm going to see where I can get myself back into, get remotivated, get everything rolling again. So a lot of these are quick workouts, but even a short workout is better than no workout. And like I said, YouTube's, it's okay. I might do a live stream tomorrow just so I can shoot out some gift memberships. But it just kind of went back to where it was at, making me like $40 a month. Which I get, it's $40 I didn't have. Instagram's about 10 to $20 a month. Facebook is one that's really turned it up. And I was looking at another guy that I follow, and he's been monetized longer than I have, and he's got about 50% more followers. He made a good amount of money in 6 months. And he'll say, well, that's all I made. Well, dude, I'll take that any day of the week. So I went and got verified on Facebook. Now, that's a cost to me, but it protects me from getting copied. If somebody tries to copy me, you're obviously going to see that the verification is not there on their channel. So if you don't see the verification on my name, that little blue asterisk, then it's not me. I did have one guy inform me about someone that was posing as me, and I got him reported. So there's that. So that's, I guess, the advantage of that. It's about $15 a month. But as long as it's paying me a couple $100 a month, I'm fine with it. We'll see how long that lasts. So here I got the 40s here. Do another set of hammers. Whew. That felt good. So, light workout, because I hadn't worked out for a little bit. I did that light bench workout yesterday, and by yesterday evening, I felt it. It was a good soreness. So I'm like, yeah, that's what we want to do. So there's going to be more of this going on. Some workouts I might do, just not even video, but I'll let you know about them. But I'm going to try to keep myself more active, slowly build it up, and get back to where I was at. So hopefully by the end of the week, I should be in a full bench workout. By next week, I should be in a regular series. Even if I have to plan them down on paper, which I used to do, and it did help. So, a couple things. Don't believe everything you see on social media. I find most of it is misrepresented or just a straight out lie. Research first before you copy. And spend time taking care of yourself. The sky's not falling. Okay? Everything's going to be fine. There's always fluctuations. Take care of your health, sleep, nutrition, proper exercise, hydration, just get in the gym and lift.